All right. We should be back. We should be back. See how it goes. Anyways, what the hell were we talking about?
Oh, the new Xbox. So here's the thing. Like, I predicted, not out loud, just kind of in my head. I thought 2018 might be the year for the new consoles. So with Xbox One X's release, would it be crazy for them to put out a new console? I don't really think so, man. I mean, 2018, I mean, we're at that 5-year mark, if I'm not mistaken. It's about every 5 years, man, where PS4 and Microsoft do their shit. So,
but here's my thing, though, with that, then. What the hell's the whole point of the iterative console, then?
I've asked that question for fucking years since PS4 Pro and Xbox One S came out. I didn't see the appeal of that shit. So,
I mean, unless that's going to be the thing going forward. I mean, it's not really a next gen, but yeah, man, I'll be kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only way I wouldn't be upset is if it's like fully backwards compatible. If it's backwards compatible, then it won't bother me. To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if now you have exclusives that don't work, fuck that. That's bullshit, dude. Straight up.
Well, I mean, look. My whole thing is I always felt these iterative consoles in the middle thing. I understood it to a degree. Okay, it breaks down to a point where before the Pro and the Xbox One S, it was a console that came out that was cheaper for the consumer, cheaper for the company to make, that could do the same thing because technology moves so quickly, what have you. So my thing is, I always understood that. Now they're pushing these higher end mid console for the next console thing, and I don't agree to it. I don't subscribe to it.
Yeah,
it's not for me, man. But look, it's an intervention of the last console. There's definitely going to be. I honestly. The Xbox, whatever it's going to be, is going to be there. I think there's going to be a new thing 2018. If not 2018, definitely 2019, either early or late for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got BMG added to the call. What's going on, man?
What's up, Pilgrims?
Pilgrims.
What's up, bro?
Oh, I said that. That's what came out. What's up?
Not much, man. We're just talking about a possibility of a new Xbox. From the rumor mill of the Alex Jones of video gaming YouTube.
Oh, Jaguar Man? What's up, guys? Jaguar Man here. I have inside sources that there's a Turbo Graphics 4K.
Yeah.
I'd buy that, by the way. Just cause.
Hudson Soft console. It's all 4K shmups, like just state of the art. Why not?
well, if it's Hudson Soft, I absolutely would buy it. That was my that was one of my retro gaming devs I'd bring back to life.
Yeah, them and Sunsoft. It seems like those two softs did games right. Like Sunsoft did Batman and Gremlins 2. Blaster Masters. Sunsoft is great as well.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a fair statement.
But no, I miss the days when we got our gaming news from magazines that we had to wait a month for. Because at least we knew by the time we got the magazine that the shit was true. They weren't going to publish a story that wasn't true.
Yeah,
well, that's one
most of the time. Podcast.
Dude, you know what? I'm curious. What game magazine subscriptions did you guys have? Because I had GamePro and GamePro only. Dude, I was obsessed with GamePro, man.
I had EGM and GamePro. I preferred those two.
Yeah, GamePro was the shit, man.
I had EGM and there was another one. I don't think it was GamePro. Name a few of them. Name a few of them that were out there. I might be able to, if I hear the name, I might be able to remember.
PlayStation magazine. There was the Sega magazine, Nintendo Power, and there was some in Britain.
Maybe it was GamePro because I remember there was 2 magazines I subscribed to. Because I never got Nintendo Power when I was younger because my parents didn't get magazines. But I remember when I was old enough, like when I was a teenager and I saved up some money, I remember getting like EGM and Game. I think it was probably GamePro because I got 2 magazines a month. It was like a deal.
GamePro had the ratings where it had different colors. It had a cartoon where if it was a 5 out of 5, it was a guy super excited, and they had fun factor and graphics, fun factor, controls, audio. And then if it really sucked, it was a baby blue with like a sad face. It had a different color tier system for its ratings. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, Cyber, that's the problem of doing this live. You have the stream issues, but we should have it all ironed out now. So it shouldn't be a problem. But
no, GamePro was the only one that I ever. Well, the reason why I like it so much, that was the only one that I ever had. I was just lucky enough for my dad to keep renewing that subscription for me. But yeah, man, I love that fucking GamePro magazine, man. That's actually a big reason why I kind of wanted to. Not a huge reason. Well, it is kind of to start YouTube, man. I've always been fascinated with reviews, like period, like game reviews, movie reviews. I've just always been fascinated by that aspect, man.
Which one of you guys is hitting a blunt?
Hey, I'm sorry, BMG. I'm not a real man. I'm vaping. No, I smoke cigarettes. I think everybody knows that, but I can't smoke
when you're vaping.
But no, I can't smoke inside my house. But like, I have to smoke when I drink. If not, I get like all.
EGM, what I liked about EGM versus GamePro was geared more towards kids and teens, especially teens. Had like edgy artwork and shit like that. EGM was just thick and covered everything.
Yeah, but the nice thing that's the nice thing I liked about EGM was the PC, because it covered PC, because like early 2000s, late 90s, I was a big PC gamer, man. Like big time. Like after like right before 6th gen, I really got into PC.
And I always envied the PC gamers. I was like, man, that's just like, those are the hardcore guys, man. I'm just sitting here playing my little Sega Genesis.
Well, I remember for the longest time, man, I was always kind of late to the party with consoles. We had I rocked the Nintendo probably up until like 90, I think it was like 92. Might have even been 93, man. So I rocked that thing late, and then I rocked the Sega probably until about, I would say 96, 97 maybe. Got my kids' toys going off over here. These things, I swear to God, dude, my kids' toys are possessed, bro. Like, they will just go off. I'll be sitting in the living room, and I'll just hear, let's have some fun.
That's like, fucking creepy. That's fucking creepy, yo.
Dude, I swear.
You want to hear a creepy story, man? Back in like, man, this is probably 10 years plus ago. My house got broken into, and we came home, and no bullshit. I walked in, and everything was destroyed. The TVs were gone. My Xbox was gone. My wife's laptop was gone, and I walked outside, and like I fell to my knees, and I was like, no! You know, and she was like, why are you acting so dramatic? And I was like, the Xbox is gone.
Oh no!
That's all. She was like, shut the fuck up. So we went inside. We called the police, and we're literally just waiting on the police. We're sitting there in dead silence, just looking at all the devastation and shit. And out of nowhere, I hear, "Hi, I want to be your friend." And I swear to God, we looked at each other like, "Oh my God, there's someone still in the fucking house." And randomly, at that point, just one of the kids' fucking toys went off. Creepy as fuck, dude.
I can't wait for the day those things are out of my house, man. Well, I mean, I can, but it's just, I'd be tripping on shit, man. I was walking to bed the other night. I stepped on like a little My Little Pony, and fucking those things are jagged and jammed up into my foot. Of course, Kamikaze would have picked it up and put it on a shelf.
Shut up, dude. I knew that shit was coming. Man, there's nothing wrong with those motherfuckers, man. They're kind of funny. Man, shut up. I already know. I already see it coming. I gotta watch it, dude. I have to watch it. So it's like I might as well enjoy it while I'm watching that shit.
No, I hear you. There are a couple movies like I couldn't get into, like that one Lego movie. I couldn't get into that. Those are bad movies, man.
The Batman one I heard was actually kind of funny or good or whatever.
That one was better than the most.
Yeah, I hear Batman and Marvel ones are the good ones.
The most recent one was better than the last one. I can't remember which one the most recent one is, but
I haven't seen it though. I haven't seen any of the Lego movies. My kids have all seen them all at this point, but I haven't watched one of them.
But what you been up to, BMG? What you been playing, man?
I played Fortnite for like 3 hours. Played with Down Phoenix and played a little bit. There's a new mode they just put in. As far as I know today, sneaky silencers. There's nothing but suppressed handguns and bushes for disguises.
Oh shit! I heard something you said on that when you guys were streaming. I really agreed with you. It was like, I understand it's a free game, but they could at least make it to where you can customize your player. Like give me like a belt or something, or like give me clothing or you know, anything like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Just like clothing and shit. There's a word I can't think of it.
Yeah, able to do a character customization, able to edit your character, like put mustache, beard, hairstyles. I mean, if I had to buy the game for $10 to get that,
well, you can't do that. You can't do that. Apparently, you have to pay for it, but there's different costumes. And look, I'm not dumping any amount of money into that fucking game. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's free for a reason. I'll play it free. But no, you can't. You can't apparently do that.
Here's my question. This is a explosive trend. There's another game called Paladins that's doing this mode, and it's just going to spread like wildfire. What established mainstream AAA games do you think should adopt this mode? I'd like to see Gears of War do a Battlegrounds.
That would be dope. That would actually be really dope. That's a fucking shit, dude. You might be onto something there. That would be cool as fuck. Third person. Yeah, with the fucking like cover system, shit like that, like moving from cover to cover. That would be cool as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Gears would be really good.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, dude, I heard you mention that. That would be fun. Like you said, drop your guy naked in like a freaking gothic arena, completely
right.
naked,
like you drop
armor laying around.
Everybody's even. You're only in your like boxers and bra or whatever, whether you're man or female. But you're just bare minimum. You know, no shoes, no gauntlets, nothing. You're naked. You got to run, and whatever you find, you get a battle axe or a dagger and some pieces of armor. That would be intense.
I would probably buy that. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't see it being far-fetched if someone like making a mod of the game like Halo, doing like that, like 100 players, but like in the Halo arena, you jump in, like all you have is maybe just a melee weapon with no attack, like an empty and like having to pick up, you know, plasma pistols and like assault rifles and shit. That would be pretty dope. I highly doubt that Bungie or sorry, not Bungie, but 343 would do something like that. But as someone, that would definitely have to be like a fan-made game.
I'm waiting for the moment.
A third-person shooter would do it. I think I'm calling it. I think Ubisoft will jump on it. They'll make like a Division Battlegrounds or some shit.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the day it becomes paid DLC to put that in games.
Oh, paid mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've never bought any DLC in my entire life ever, and I really don't plan to. There's a lot of people that are against DLC, and the common thing is like, oh, I hate it, but we're stuck with it, so there's no use in you know, fighting it. So they just kind of
the only motherfucker with chicks.
They just accept their beating and take it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't really get into it. I know Kamikaze is a totally different view on it, especially with all the Overwatch he plays.
Well, Overwatch doesn't really have DLC though. Like everything. Like here's the thing I love about Overwatch: everything is free. Like Blizzard, when you bought that game, everything they ever planned to put out is free. There's not a single penny that you have to pay to get anything out of that game. That's what I love about that game, man.
Oh, but, see, I mean, that's other good things. That's good.
Now, like Destiny, obviously is different, and I mean, I'm not even going to get into this. Is like a whole different discussion, but the whole community of Destiny has like gone up the fucking wall about what they're charging, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not even going to touch that.
The only DLC I buy is game expansions. Like they added new areas and a boss and shit, or extra story to like the game.
I think Destiny's in a lot of trouble, man. That game There's people just dropping off by the thousands daily on that fucking game.
Man, I mean, but here, I mean, I if you want to touch on it, we can touch on it. Okay, look, here's the thing about Destiny, all right? Destiny 1, this is the exact same fucking thing that Destiny 1 did. And not, I mean, like, it is almost a mirror from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. The
people complained about it then, man.
Exactly, but people are still playing it. People are still obviously fucking buying it. I mean, it would have shut down a long time ago if people weren't. Well, there's a community.
Well, there you have the problem. That's the problem right there. You know, there's a YouTuber I listen to called Rum and Apples, and he calls it the battered gamer syndrome. It's these gamers who hate and they will bitch and they hate it and they bitch and they bitch and they bitch, but yet they still go out there and they still pay for it. It's like a woman that gets beat by her husband and comes home and says, "No, it's okay, he's just angry," and they just deal with it. It's the same fucking thing.
If you're that upset, put your money where your mouth is and put your fucking controller down and play something else. But that's what pisses me off. That's why I think I texted you this like a while ago. I was like, these people are making videos like, I'm done with Destiny. You know, it's clickbait too. Like, the reason I quit Destiny in all fucking caps. And the next video is like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're back with another Destiny video. And I'm like, you shut the fuck up. You just made a video saying you quit. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. It's a trend, dude.
Yep.
Got really loud there for a sec. I'm sorry. I don't really like Destiny.
That's why I got your audio level turned down quite a little bit, because you get a little loud sometimes.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, yeah. But no, man. Destiny, I'm sorry, but I hear the death marches and all shit like that. Destiny 2 is here to stay, man, and Destiny 3 will definitely happen. It's going to happen. I mean, there's already another DLC planned. You know, that one might be mediocre. I wouldn't see it not being mediocre, but there's definitely going to be one after that where they try to bring everyone back, just like how they did with the Taken King.
Well, I'll tell you what, I probably
Taken King and everyone's back.
I may not buy Destiny 3. I don't know, dude, because I paid $60 for Destiny 2, and I enjoyed what I played, but I put it down, and then I never had any. I didn't want to pick it back up, you know. So I don't see myself buying a third one.
It's not for everybody, man. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a game. And look, Destiny 1 wasn't for me, but it took me time to get into it, and I loved it. And Destiny 2, like, am I playing it right now, to be honest with you? No, like, I haven't touched it since I played the DLC. So maybe that does speak maybe volumes a little bit there. Like, I'm not playing it either.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, like, I've skipped out on so much stuff from playing Destiny and playing Overwatch, dude. Like, I got to get some of this stuff done, man. I got so many games I want to play.
I hear you. So, hey, at least you're not one of those people that are buying it and then bitching about it. You're just buying it. Because I really didn't hear you bitch about it too much. I mean,
no, I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into. I think people like wanted to reevaluate it as a franchise. Like, they're supposed to change everything. Like, no, I mean, obviously there's a core audience for a reason. They're doing exactly what they did with the first one. Why change it? Apparently the core audience that's there, that is playing it, and trust me, it's in the hundreds of thousands. I mean, people are playing it, dude. I mean, people can bitch about it all they want to, but I mean, they're making quality shit, and people are playing money.
Yeah, they're making their money. Daddy's coming home with his belt off, whipping everybody at the dinner table, and then sitting down eating his potatoes and steak.
It was a little dark, but I mean, all right.
It was. Sounds like the beginning of a game I hate, Wolfenstein 2. Jesus Christ, that's the game I bitched about last year.
Daddy's making you come home and shoot your dog in the face with a shotgun.
Hey, when you guys did that part of the game, did you miss or did you shoot him?
Dude, I was like, I thought, all right, no bullshit, man. I couldn't do it, dude. It took me like 4 or 5 minutes to pull that fucking trigger.
See, I didn't do it, and I was gonna see what happened if you just sat there and put the controller down. So like nothing was happening, so I like purposely missed, and then he like grabs your hand and makes you do it. So it was crazy, man.
I fucked up or got pissed off, so I restarted. The first time I purposely missed because I was like, that's what I would do in real life, like eat a dick, Dad. Yeah. Second playthrough, I was like, I want to see some crazy shit, so I aimed for it, but forget what happened. Oh, it just flashes, it doesn't show it.
Okay.
So either way, you're a scarred little DJ.
And ironically, I'm scarred from Wolfenstein 2, so tit for tat.
You know what sucks? It's like that game had a good story, Mark. Like right before you see your dad and you see the grave of your dog, and like you go past the memories with you and your girlfriend. That was like intense emotional stuff. Then you face your dad, and then that game went to a nosedive. But
yeah, that was the best part of that game, man.
Yeah,
killing your dad. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was a dick.
Well, just that whole scene in general.
Yeah, I spoiled it. I don't care. That game sucks.
Spoiler alert.
No, yeah, fuck 'em. No, trust me. Just stay the fuck away.
You'd be doing everybody a favor to stay away from that game.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3, I'll rent you because 2 is available at Redbox, and so is the first one. So I'm definitely just going to rent it just to see if there's improvement. But I don't know. But I don't know why I brought up a game that pissed me off. Oh yeah, you guys were talking about Destiny, how you're over it. But or yeah, John, you said he didn't bitch about buying the game that he bought, and then I started saying, well, the game I bitched about that I bought is Wolfenstein, but I didn't really have any problems with any other games besides that and Outlast 2. Every game last year was pretty top notch.
Yeah, I mean, well, rightfully so, because the Wolfenstein 2 was, I mean, the first 2 were really good. I still have yet to play the Old Blood.
Oh, dude, that's great. That's as good as the New Order, dude. That feels more Wolfenstein than the New Order because it's like before it all. You go to the Castle Wolfenstein. It's really good.
I should play that just to get the stink of the other one out of my mouth.
You should.
Hey, but let's be fair. Let's be honest, though, man. That fucking scene with Hitler. Tell me that shit wasn't a riot. Tell me that shit was not like.
No, that was a good scene.
Awesome.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, that was fun.
He's like,
that was good.
Pissing and shooting people in the face. That was awesome. That was like, to me, that's worth the price of admission on its own.
You could tell they watched Inglourious Bastards and wanted to like implement something like crazy from that movie into the game.
Tyler Stevenson.
That's a good movie.
Tyler Stevenson said Metal Jesus Rock liked Wolfenstein too. That doesn't surprise me.
It feels satisfying with 2 pistols in your hand.
I didn't know you could do that. Rocks, man. Metal Jesus Rocks. Like I kind of like him to a degree, but I like everybody else who comes on his show. I mean, honestly, I think everyone else that he features on his show is way better than he is. They feel more genuine.
I just give him a hard time just because it's funny.
Yeah,
he's one of those YouTubers that just has a really nice personality. Like I can't hate the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he was one of the first like gaming channels I really got into, especially because I was into like collecting for a while because I didn't know as much about emulation as I do now. And I mean, they covered a lot of games. I mean, he didn't know a whole lot, but everybody else that was on his show seemed to know a whole lot. So yeah, all his guests are really good. I mean, there's a couple that are better than others, but for the most part, they're all good. His videos, I don't watch quite as much anymore just because they don't seem to have like the pizzazz that the old ones used to.
I haven't watched them in quite some time.
Yeah, I remember the last really good video I really enjoyed of his was he has like he has an arcade cabinet, like a homemade arcade cabinet, and he's using like he was talking about like the setup he has and the PC that he's got in there running everything, and it was really cool. It was like a good little video. I was like, oh, that's neat. But I think that was like the last like really good video I watched. He's not as pitchy though as he used to be. That's good. I mean, he got like real pitchy for a while. Because for a while it was like all he was doing was covering stuff. Like I remember one video he made like this video of like these covers to put on your consoles. You know what I mean?
The console desk covers.
Yeah. I was like, really? There's people who make these things? Like, jeez.
There's a market for that? No.
Apparently there is.
You have to have like a god tier entertainment system with like 12 slats for like each console. Like you've seen those pictures where it just shows like every console in an epic customized entertainment center. It's for people like that.
What's up, Born Distracted? He says, would RetroBro like Destiny if it could be emulated? I do like Destiny. I just have no will to play it anymore at all. Yeah.
Hey, RetroBro, do you still have Overwatch on PS4? Did you get rid of that?
I got rid of that because I'm on PS Plus. I sold it on eBay.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up on PS4. Me and Cyber are supposed to play at some point.
I got it on PS4 because I thought that's what you had it on, and for some reason, and then remember, I remember like I got home and I sent you that picture. You're like, dude, I got it on Xbox. I'm like, fuck. So I just sat on my shelf, and then like a few weeks went by. I'm like, I'm just gonna sell this damn thing. So.
I actually picked it up Overwatch on PC. It was only $20 on sale for the whole winter sale bullshit, blah blah blah. But I picked it up on PC for $20.
Yeah. Actually, what's even funnier is Destiny 2 got that 4K patch, and I still haven't even played it. I don't care, because I was like, I'm sure it looks better, but I don't care.
So they're going to change the gameplay.
No,
for the
it's
repetition.
not. I mean, it's going to look prettier, but I mean, the games look fucking nice. Those games that are patched look fucking nice, dude. Did you see that? So did you guys see that picture that came out? We could talk about this for a little bit. So, Phil, not Ibarra, but the other guy. They tweeted that picture of the graph that showed the resolution
Aaron
comparison.
Greenberg?
Yeah, Aaron Greenberg. He tweeted a graph, and it was essentially it showed all the games that were out on PS4 Pro and Xbox One, and it showed the resolutions. And like every single one on the Xbox One X was like almost double the resolution of the Pro. And that was pretty much all that they put out there. And all these fanboys went crazy in the Twitter comments, dude, like just death threats and y'all ain't got no games and this and that. Like all this dude did was like post a fucking Twitter picture, post a picture. And there's guys like, you're an executive, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that and this and that, and just like Twitter just blew up, man.
This is like Sega Super Nintendo Wars shit. I love it.
Yeah, like when was the last time people gave Verizon a hard time for attacking AT&T or vice versa? Like, It's just funny to watch these fanboys get so mad. And the whole thing, like the whole irony behind the entire thing is back when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, what did you hear? What was the biggest selling point of the PS4 at the time?
Shit for 4 years being weaker.
Yeah. It was, hey, get the PS4. It's a better experience on third party. The graphics are better, such and such. And now the tides have turned, and it's just funny the way it goes, man. Fanboys are fucking stupid, dude. Like on both sides.
I'm a firm believer of own it all and be a gaming master race, not a fucking corporate slave.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to justify my brand, so I'm gonna send death threats because I'm bitter because I'm too poor to buy the other motherfucker. Come on, man.
I don't know. I was on the side of that fence for a while, man. I was an Xbox fanboy for years, dude, and I had the money to buy a PlayStation, but PlayStation 2 just wasn't. It didn't do nothing for me, man. The original Xbox, the OG Xbox, dude. I spent so many fucking hours with that thing. Same with 360. And when PS3 came around, like PS3 just did not feel like nothing for me, man. Like I played the exclusives on it, and that was about it. But
PS3 have like a real Japanese gaming kind of feel, like for RPGs and hack and slashes and shit.
I just watched a movie called Vault with James Franco. It was really good.
What movie did you watch?
The Vault with James Franco. She says it was really good on Netflix.
I'll have to check that one out. I like James Franco. Wait, which one's James Franco? That's the one from Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's good, man.
He made that the new disaster movie where he's making fun of Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, I want to see that. You should watch Wentworth.
Will you tell me to watch that movie again? I'm gonna have.
It's like Orange Is the New Black in Australia, is what I've heard. I read a friend post about it.
Oh, I see. You're cheating. Huh? Practicing.
Yeah, I'm practicing Mario Kart. I'm trying to go for all 3 stars every circuit. So.
BMG, man, I don't think I've had you on here since you did. I have you on here since you got a Switch?
Yes. Remember we talked about the games of the year, and I put Zelda on my list because
that's right.
I was playing Media Glitch.
That's right. So for now you've got. So how are you? Okay, yeah, Zelda was on your game of the year or your top 5. How are you liking Mario Kart?
Best racer I played since Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
I kicked his ass yesterday.
Oh no, really? You gonna let your woman beat you? My wife sucks at video games.
That's why he's practicing now, so he can beat me later.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8, I don't care. Look, my opinion is it's the best Mario Kart ever, hands down. I played pretty much all of them. Mario Kart 8, I'm sorry, it is the best. I've spent so many hours with that damn game.
Yeah, and Cyber still
irrelevant.
I noticed your knees on my side.
Cyber still thinks that Double Dash is better, man. I think he's crazy.
Double Dash is fun, but I mean, it ain't got shit on Mario Kart 8. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I agree.
A baby mom.
Feeling better?
No, I still feel shitty, but
Yeah,
I'm alright.
It's uncongested.
Man, everyone's sick this time of year. We got fucking Canadians that come down here, and they bring their fucking crud with them. Their shitty driving. So,
Those fucking nuts. Bringing their maple syrup residue skin in my land.
Where's he at?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, the snowbirds are there.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, they're a nightmare.
Yeah, they are. The fuckers can't drive.
Yeah, they can't drive. They bring their sicknesses with us. They go out and, like, it's funny because I used to work at Enterprise, and we'd go out and deliver cars to these hotels, and we'd go drop off cars, and these retards would be out there in the pool. It's like 60 degrees out. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing out there? Jeez, it's 60 degrees. My pool's like 50 degrees right now, man. I wouldn't throw my worst enemy in that thing. It's fucking cold. And these fucking stupid Canadians just floating there with a big doofy fucking smile on their face. Oh, look at me, it's sunny out. Jeez.
Or
Go
they
back
come
to
down
fucking Canada, you goddamn.
They come in the big ass Winnebagos and they can't drive them.
Yeah. What's up, Down Phoenix?
All right, baby, I love you.
Love you too. Do you want to hang out later, or are you good for that? Okay.
We'll Mario Kart in a minute.
All right.
Yes, that's Mrs. BMG DP. She was on the show. We had a guest appearance by the Mrs. BMG.
The Mario Kart queen.
Yeah.
You ever hear my wife on stream? She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Tyler, I'm
dog out.
I'm northwest of northwest of Phoenix. Canadians, you mean snow Americans?
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, how warm is it right now? Like, what's the lowest right now? Like Arizona. Like, what's the temperature?
Well, okay, well, Flagstaff gets cold, dude. So you got to differentiate. So in the Phoenix area or the valley where I'm at, hold on, I'll pull up the weather right now here for you.
I'm just curious.
It's actually been like unseasonably warm lately. Like it's been 75 during the day. It's usually in the mid 60s this time of year. So it's been really warm. But right now, if this fucking thing would pull up, I would say right now, like our low has been like 40 degrees.
That's 30s, cold.
Upper 30s, 40 degrees. So right now, the coldest day, oh wow. Wednesday morning, it's going to be 40 degrees. The high is going to be 62.
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
I love it,
it's
dude.
Fucking, it's
yeah,
19. It's 19 degrees. It's 19 degrees where I'm at right now.
Yeah, right now it's 52 degrees outside. It's midnight.
That's fucking awesome.
I love it, dude.
Yeah, I love that. I love anything between 35 and like 50 temps are my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets below 40, man. It doesn't need to be any colder than that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I go outside at nighttime nowadays, man. I go outside, like I just go out at night, I take the dog out and shit, and I'm light up a cigarette, man. I gotta put that shit out about halfway and pick that fucker up and throw him in the house, man. It's fucking cold, man.
Man, I used to smoke, and I lived in Pennsylvania, and I used to stand halfway. I had like this sliding glass door out to my balcony, and I would like stand there and just hang my arm out the door, and I'd be like standing in my kitchen, but I'd have my arm out the sliding glass door. And I would just like puff on my cigarette and then blow it out the window. I couldn't do that, man. I would. Oh, every winter rolled around, I'd be like, yeah, I quit. I'm not smoking anymore. But that's too.
Hey, by the way, hey guys, this is Down Phoenix. I'm gonna hear that shit in my nightmares tonight, man.
Hey guys, Down Phoenix here. Hey guys, Down Phoenix.
Hey guys, this is Down Phoenix.
I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat, like, oh, what the fuck was that?
You sounded like it for a second, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, you did. That was good. Can we get that again?
Hey guys, this is Down Phoenix. You know me, I'm good with the voices.
Dude, I'm gonna have fucking nightmares.
Hey, if you can do Chris, you can do Seth Rogen, man.
I need practice for that one. I can't do that off the cuff. That needs some preparation. He's got a distinct voice.
Holy shit. See, we went up
100.
Yeah, I'm at 19 right now, man. It's fucking cold right now.
Well, we went up to Flagstaff a couple weeks ago, and we were there. This was the beginning of December. We were up there for a day, and it was like, I think it was 20 degrees when we got up there. That was fucking cold, bro.
20? Yeah, still yeah.
Well, you guys just got snowed, didn't you?
It missed me. Apparently Xander lives pretty close to me. Not close, but apparently he lives about a couple hours away from me. He lives in North Carolina too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does. He sent me a picture, man. It would look like he looked like he was living up in fucking New England or something. They got so much snow.
Yeah. I saw his. We're friends on Facebook, and I saw his picture. And no, like we were supposed to get snow, and it just missed us. But apparently, it went like in his direction. Apparently.
Yeah.
And snow here. Too. It's snow here, dude. Like I don't know about like where you guys live, like way on the west, right? So like here, like people always like, oh, people in North Carolina, we don't know how to drive in snow. The thing is, it's not that people here don't know how to drive in the snow. Is that the city doesn't prepare for it?
Yeah,
we don't salt the roads.
Trucks and shit.
Yeah, we don't salt the roads. We don't get this shit off. Yeah, like we. It's not that we're not prepared for it. It's like just a little bit of snow cripples the city because they don't prepare for it. It's not in the budget. It happens one time a year, maybe two. Like, what's the fucking point? Just shut down for a day or two with the bitch melt off.
Yeah, when I lived in Virginia, I was living in Virginia Beach when I was stationed there. I remember it snowed one day, and it was like a fucking inch. And I'm from Pennsylvania, so I was used to it. But yeah, there was no snow plows, dude. They just didn't have them. So like they just essentially waited for the snow. Like people would make their tire tracks in the road, and then they just waited for it to melt like a day later.
Hey! Tyler said, "BMG, you need to do an impersonation of me, and I'll do an impersonation of you."
Dude, you're fucking with my mind now.
I did one of you. I think you watched that stream back like, yes, BMG, I'm gonna rape it. This game is so delicious. I'm gonna rape it.
That's awesome. That's better than anything I've ever said.
I want to take it. I want to flip it. I'm gonna fuck it.
Is a Rodney Dangerfield impression possible? Born Distracted wants to know.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Hey, I go to the golf course, and I can't get no respect from here. You know, all the kids are just. Nah, that's all I can do.
You almost had it. You almost had it there for a second.
Yeah, that was pretty dead on there for a second. Yeah.
That takes preparation too. You got because he talks fast and he rants.
Yeah. The wife don't give me no respect.
My wife, she gets no respect. She asked me if I could do the dishes. I threw them in the trash and called her fat, and she left me.
Get no respect.
Jeez.
I seriously don't.
Damn it, Toad, you fucked me out of my 3rd star. Hey, to get 3 stars in Mario Kart, you have to beat every race first place, right?
I'm pretty sure you do, yeah.
Oh, yep. Damn it. I'm going to quit. You fucking dick.
Can you just restart
the
track?
What? I'd say that shit irritates the fuck out of me, man. All right, here's my thing with Mario Kart 8. I fucking love it, but here's the thing. Anything 150 or 100 or 150, you can fucking set your watch by this shit. 3rd lap, close to the fucking finish line, blue shell. You can set your fucking watch by it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullcorn. Who's the fastest character? Okay, give me tips. Who's the fastest motherfucker? I go Toad.
I play.
I play with Link a lot. I don't know. I just like playing with him. And I always use the bike. I have to use the bike. I feel like the carts are slow as fuck, dude.
I play a Shy Guy. That's my character.
Shy Guy? I'll give him a try. Shy Guy's pretty cool, too. I'll be Black Shy Guy. Yeah, he's kind of metal look.
Do you use Jason, do you use the bikes or do you use the actual carts?
Depends on the character. I'm not going to be Donkey Kong riding that skinny-ass bike.
That's true.
Link, I use the bike. Big guys, I use big... I don't like the big guys, though. I kind of like short, stubby characters like Toad or Yoshi on a cart, Mario. Or I like to be lanky, skinny people, Waluigi or Link on a bike. That's usually how I roll.
Yeah. Man, I really want to play that game now. I'm going to take it to bed with me tonight.
Can't blame you. Oh, what the hell? I unlocked like a carousel horsey cart. That thing's stupid looking. The Gay-Mobile.
We got 9 viewers. If we got one more, we can do a giveaway. Well, we just dropped down to 8 as I said that. I was gonna say we get one more, we do our giveaway.
DP says that they accelerate slower, but they're faster as top speed, like the big guys like Bowser and Donkey Kong. Now, here's one thing with Mario Kart. Like, I understand top speed is a big thing, but like you get hit so much, I always feel like acceleration is like a bigger aspect of top speed because you know you're eventually gonna get hit, you get stopped. So acceleration, I feel, is key. That's my opinion.
Dude, whenever I play a racing game, I always go with a better acceleration because there's not too many tracks when you're gonna like go full. You know, you're not going full speed. Like even in shit like Forza, dude, like there's very few instances to where you have a straightaway long enough that you're gonna hit the top speed of your vehicle. So yeah, acceleration is where it's at, dude.
So I know you're playing Forza 7, and but I would like to ask, like, I'm always like, what is you guys like favorite racing game of all time?
Road Rash and Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise I never played, man, but I heard that it was great.
Oh, it's fantastic. That I'd say PS1 Road Rash. I like Road Rash 2 and 3 on Genesis as well. There's just so many different genres of racing, but I'm an arcade racer. I love the cruising series. That's why I love Forza Horizon 3. Feels like a modern day cruising game.
I would say probably
the new Forza Horizon 4, John's gonna be. It might take place in Japan. That's the rumor.
Oh, really? Yeah, that'll be nice.
That's a day one for me.
For me, I would say it's a tie. Like, I just have a personal nostalgia for Rad Racer, but other than that, like, as far as... Oh, man, that's tough. The first Gran Turismo I really liked. Like, I loved that game.
Yeah.
Did I say Outrun? Outrun I always enjoyed. Yeah. Oh, and dude, Daytona USA. I love fucking Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. So
Sega needs to bring that back. What's up, Sega? Bring a new Daytona. Use that Yakuza engine.
I don't know. My favorite racing game of all time, all time. I've played a lot of them, but is Need for Speed Most Wanted, the first one. It was very Need for Speedish with the storyline and all that shit, but the whole thing was so cool. Like, you know, you would have to do these races, you would level up, and there was like 15 bosses, and every time you had enough experience points, you would race this person, and they would have like this, you know, like they're this person with this car, and you would race them, and you could like get their pink slip and steal their car. I don't know. It was corny, but it was cool, man. I loved it, man. The gameplay was amazing. That was like, I feel like the first Need for Speed game with running from the police was done well.
Yeah.
Very
Was that on 7th gen?
It's on 360 and the PS3. And I believe it was on the OG Xbox because that was in that. I believe that was in that transitioning time from Xbox to Xbox 360.
Yeah, dual ports.
Mm-hmm.
But OG Xbox was very powerful, so at its peak and its prime, near the 360, it was able to handle the same games. That's why you got games like Gun on both. Gun was an underrated Western game.
I never played that, man, but it always intrigued me. Is that something I really need to do? Play that?
No, Red Dead Redemption exists, so now it's dated. And,
I never played that. I never played that either, man.
Oh, you gotta play that. It plays on the one, dude. Do yourself a favor and play it. It's fucking great.
it's like basically GTA with like old school Wild Wild West, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of an unfair comparison because GTA's over the top to do mayhem. This game's more immersive. I mean, it's got a lot of open nature atmosphere, kind of like Breath of the Wild. A lot of just epic deserts, Mojave deserts, the Mexican deserts, you know, the forests, and you're on your horse going from little towns to towns. But yeah, it's using the same engine as like 5. But what's cool about it is you have like the Max Payne bullet time slowdown. When you get in gun shootouts, you can go to the bar and get challenged to duel, and you have like a showdown, like in a spaghetti western kind of style film. You can gamble in the game, like at a saloon, and you can be dirty and pull the gun under the table and shoot people and have a shootout, take all the money.
That's cool.
It's as close as western as a western game could get.
That's why I'm glad the new Red Dead is a prequel, because I really don't feel like going back and playing the other one, because I never played the what gen are we on? Yeah, never.
Yeah, so fucking well. That's probably the best looking game on 7th gen. One of the best. Like, if they did a little touch up, it could pass as an 8th gen game, like 8th gen launch. It looks good on the 360.
Yeah, when I tell people I've never played Red Dead, they're like, fucking blasphemy, dude.
Yeah, same thing. I never played it either, man.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls is my favorite game of all time for modern gaming, but Red Dead's like its neighbor, just because it's that good. But
how do you guys stand with Grand Theft Auto games, like in general? Like, do you like them?
Never got into them, man. Just never.
They're overrated. I think they control like shit too. Like when you go into gunfights and shit, I don't like it. It needs the next one needs great controls. Like when you get in a shootout, play like fucking Gears or something. You know, a proper aiming, not this auto aim shit. And I don't know, there's a lot of glitches too.
Like here's my thing. All right, no bullshit. I've never beat a Grand Theft Auto game except for Grand Theft San Andreas. That was the only one I think I ever beat.
San Andreas and Vice City, but after 4, I kind of got distant from it. I own 5, but I couldn't get into it. I need to beat that game. I own it, but
I just felt like it was like the cycle was always I would play it. I'm like, oh man, this is so cool, but the missions just got so absurd and so difficult, and I was like. I honestly, I don't even care that much. But
go ahead.
But I don't know. I just feel like I went through these cycles of Grand Theft Auto games. Like I would play them. I would like, man, these are amazing. These are really cool. But like I would never beat it, and I would lose interest very quickly for some reason.
Well, I think you brought up a good point. You quit because the missions start getting hard, and here's the problem. It doesn't have decent, up-to-date, modern gaming checkpoints. Like, if you fail a mission, you gotta go all the way fucking back. And when you have to drive, like, miles across the other side of town to this side of town, that gets old real fast. And there's missions. So I can understand why people can't get into it or break off.
Hey, Born Distracted wants to know, he says, wasn't there a video game with Clint Eastwood in it? I don't know any off the top of my head. I don't know if you guys know of any.
I know Dirty Harry was supposed to come and got canceled. I think 6th gen, which was a bummer.
Nah, not that I know of.
The Good and the Bad and the Ugly? Yeah, you'd have to Google that. I can't quote on that one or say for sure if that was a game or not. That'd be cool.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Motherfucker. It's just hard to hold a candle next to fucking Red Dead Redemption, especially with 2 coming out. Anything else might feel inferior. The only other Western game I can think of is Call of Juarez on 7th gen. Those were okay.
Dude, they're basically your Call, bro. Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on. That can't be right. According to this, he's in Overwatch. Hold on.
No, he's not. It's McCree. It's like a play on Clint Eastwood's character.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like to say Overwatch. No.
If there was, man, you guys need to play that shit even more so. It's high noon.
Oh, there's also a rumor of a new Fable might be coming.
A new what? I'm sorry.
Fable might be returning.
Didn't they close that studio? Who's making it?
I don't know. That's the rumor, though. I've been hearing it and reading it on the internet. So, like a Halo 6, Fables, and Forza Horizon 4 Japan. So, I'm down with Probably all of them. Actually, I never played a Fable game, so I can't really be that hyped. I don't even know if I want to.
BMG, you're a Halo fan? I never picked you for a Halo fan.
No, I never even beat Halo. I casually played it back in the day, you know, in versus mode or multiplayer on like the OG Xbox. I play a little on 360. Always play at friends' houses just to fuck around and do deathmatch. I never played any of the campaigns. I own the Master Chief collection that's on my backlog.
Oh man, I'd love to hear what you have to say about that then.
I mean, I went through Gears 1 through 3 last year, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. It's like the closest thing to a Dude Bro Modern Contra we'll ever get.
Yeah, you got to play 4, man.
Yeah, I'm going to do that soon. I think I'm going to probably do that in between Zelda soon. It's like Zelda out small bursts.
That's how I am. Like, I need to get into Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted's great.
Yeah.
I'm debating, though, if I want to play the first 3 or just watch, like, the cutscenes and then just go to 4 at this point.
Nah, dude. Play. All right, here's coming from someone who's never played. I mean, I have 4. I've had 4 for a while. It's sitting on my shelf. I even bought a physical copy of it. But 1, 2, and 3, physical copies of those as well. But 1, 2, and 3, they're good, dude. They're really good. And the reason I haven't played 4 yet, you know how sometimes when you get a game, you gotta find that perfect time to play it. I just never found that perfect time to play it. But no, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 is great, dude. It's really good.
Yeah, they're good.
I need to focus my gaming, man, because like, so I'm the type of gamer, like, I don't like playing a bunch of games at the same time, and the problem with me is like, if there's like a lot of good deals, like, I'll go ahead and like if there's sales going, like, I'll get the games I want. But then the problem is, like, because I need to like commit to one game at a time, then I'm kind of like all over the place and I never finish anything. So
I used to be different. Like, my gaming style has completely adapted to the way that I am now. Like, back when I was much younger, single guy, dude, I'd play 5 games at a time and I'd hop in between all of them, man. But nowadays, like, yeah, I mean, right now, like Overwatch, and, you know, we've already discussed this, but those games just fit my style because they're games that I can hop into, I can play, and I know I can stop when I need to because things arise. Like, you know, I gotta stop, you know, because something happens in the house, or somebody falls down, or somebody spilt their milk on the fucking floor, et cetera, et cetera. But no,
I'll play him Cyber. Don't worry, man. I'll play him. I actually started Uncharted 1. Go ahead, Kamikaze.
No, he said, yeah. Cyber can also contest to that, man. The Uncharted games are really, really good, dude. Really good.
I know. Once I sit down and I really get into them. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do that this weekend. I'm gonna start playing Uncharted 1. I'm gonna get back into it because I know, like once I start playing it, I'm gonna be really into it. You know what I mean? It's not.
Do you have them already?
Yeah, I have. Dude, I have all 4. I have the collection and Nathan Drake collection and the 4th one.
Yeah, because I was going to say that collection is on sale right now for $7.99. I think.
Yeah, I remember I bought a physical off Amazon like back in the spring, probably. No, this was around my birthday. This was like June. I bought a physical for like $15, and then like a few days later, I saw the 4th one, a physical of the 4th one for like $18. I'm like, well, shit. 18, or, you know, less than $40 for 4 games. I'll take that.
Yeah, you got like the whole saga. I just picked up Lost Legacy. It was on sale after Christmas for $20. I was like, shit, I better get it because this is gonna be 40 for a while. And sure enough, it is at GameStop. It's back at 40.
What's this Not a Hero you reviewed, Jason? I'm looking at your YouTube page now. What is that all about?
Oh, that's a fun little indie game. It's kind of like Broforce meets Hotline Miami. So you go through these levels, side-scrolling pixel action with run and gun, but you got to be careful. You can get killed easy because you deal with like enemy mobs and gangbangers and shit, and you go through shootouts. You basically got to help the mayor become, or you got to help Bunny Lord become the mayor of England. It's kind of goofy, but yeah, gameplay-wise, it's like a combination of those 2 games.
Yeah. Check that shit out then.
I didn't even pay. Well, I kind of paid for it because I paid for Plus, but I got it over the summer. Whenever there's free games, I just click download all because I got a fat hard drive. Why not? But I just ignored it, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna backlog something small and casual. I was like, what's this Not a Hero crap? The cover kind of looks stupid, so I put it on. I was like, oh shit, it's a run and gun. From the cover, you never think it is. It looks like a stupid party game.
Hey, you didn't review that sitting in your bathtub with a dress on, did you?
Oh God. Oh Jesus. No.
Did I miss something? What the what?
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. Hold on. Or was it? Oh, was that a new one?
That dude did a video like 2 hours later, and it was still in the bathtub, but he was focused on his ugly ass crooked feet. He was just talking and showed just toes on the edge of the tub. I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Hey, what's up? Is it Gainbar Goman? What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Gunbar Goman? Those are great Konami games from Japan.
No, that's the guy in the chat, man. What's his name?
His name is based off of a character, off a Konami game from Japan. You ever play Legend of Mystical Ninja? That's the character, Gunbar Goman.
Never played it, man. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, dude, those are good games, bro.
What platform are they on? I'll put them on my Pi.
Super NES.
It probably is.
The only one we got in America was The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, but there's sequels. They're called Gunbar Goman.
Mystical Ninjas.
The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, Super NES. That's a good game, dude.
Is it called The Legend of the Mystical Ninjas? I'm gonna look for it, see if it's on my Pi right now.
I don't know if it's The Legend or The Adventure. I'm sure the dude in chat will let you know. What were we talking about beforehand? We're talking about Uncharted.
Yeah, a little bit of Uncharted.
Oh, yeah. Not a Hero. You're asking about Not a Hero. Yeah, just a short review. 4.5 minutes. I'm going to start doing those, dude, twice a week. Just short reviews of some games I have, because I have a lot now.
Just don't be reviewing like Mario Brothers or anything. I won't watch those.
Oh, review like
the most obvious
Snake.
game ever.
Brick Attack. Hi, I'm going to review Snake on the Nokia, my old brick phone Nokia from 2004. Snake is a great game.
About that.
That's all you had. That was the only choice.
Damn, I don't have it on my Pi. I'm going to go download it right now. Actually, you know what? I have it.
You found it?
No, I have it in my ROMs folder though.
What, Mystical Ninja?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good classic. I don't think I've ever beat that, dude. I have so much retro backlog.
Oh, you have a Raspberry Pi. You have literally thousands of games you'll probably never play. I mean...
Yeah, if anything ever happened or, like, anything bad in the future, or anything where I just had to do something life-changing or had to, like, get rid of tons of stuff and move on, the Pi stays with me because it's so teeny. And literally, that Pi covers years of gaming, so that thing's awesome.
They have, like, decades of gaming.
Oh, yeah. Especially with save
it's on the SNES, dude? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found
it. It looks like a weird cover. The cover art doesn't really look like what the game art is, but it's cool. Another good one's Pocky and Rocky. Pocky and Rocky 1 and 2.
Yeah, I've got that one on there.
That's kind of the same style. It's like this cutie Japan kind of look.
Yeah. All right, I'm putting this shit on my Pi right. You see how easy that was? Boom. Boom. On the Pi. Just like that.
Everything on my Pi. Get really high.
In fact, I'm going to pull up price charting. I wonder what that thing goes for.
Oh, I bet that's a $35 game.
Let's see here.
Let's play Price is Right. What is your wager? Kamikaze Soundwaves. How much is a Super NES cart of Mystical Ninja?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. Never played it. I'm gonna go ahead and say games that we should emulate for 200.
Hey, that's a new series I'm gonna be doing.
I know, that's why I said it.
Oh, I sent you the wrong video, Kamikaze. Shit, my bad.
I know, it was like Shia LaBeouf, and he's like triggered or some shit.
Yeah, that's not the
like...
one. My phone's gonna die. I'm probably not gonna get it to you. Hold on. Fuck. I'll have to send it to you later, man.
It's all good.
You're not missing much, to be honest with you. It's just some weird emo shit. Emu? Is it emo or emu? Emu's a bird, right?
Emo.
Yeah. Eat the food, Tina.
God.
I'm sure somewhere on Earth some weirdo emo owns an emu and he emoed out his emu and made an emo.
Jeez.
I got a headache already.
That was a mouthful. I can't believe I aced it. It's because I'm sober.
Yeah, I was gonna say you must not be drinking if you aced that one.
Hey, so any games you guys are looking forward to 2018? Like any like? All right, look, I'm pre-ordering a game, and I haven't done that in a long time. But I'm pre-ordering one game in 2018.
Dragon Ball Fighters. I know you.
Yeah, I'm fucking pre-ordering it, dude, because it comes with this fucking 7-foot Goku statue, and I mean, look, I'm not that type of guy, and dude, it was bomb. The only thing about that fucking pre-order is it doesn't come with a DLC, which really disappoints me. So that's making me reconsider. That makes me reconsider a lot.
So just sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Legend of Mystical Ninja, $35 on eBay.
Ow! I was on the money. Fuck yeah! What did I win? Nothing.
Nothing.
I won the privilege of being a guest on the RetroBro show. Thank you very much.
But yeah, so you're saying it doesn't come with a DLC?
No, it doesn't come with DLC, which is like, I mean, it's $160 fucking dollars. Comes with the statue, comes with this, that, and a fucking third. You get extra characters, but there is planned DLC, and you don't get that for $160 fucking dollars. Dude, that's
I wouldn't do it.
Fucking car payment.
I think the only game I'm going to pre-order as of right now is Bloodstained and
God of War.
God of War, yeah. Those will be the only two I really care to.
Day one. I won't pre-order. I won't have to. I'll just day one it.
Yeah, God of War. You're right. I won't have to. I'll just go to Best Buy and grab that for the Gamers Club and get the discount.
Straight up. Bloodstained as well. Yeah, I have to agree. We have the same kind of taste. We kind of like those Castlevania hack and slash games.
Yeah.
Here's another one, but I gotta wait on reviews. I'm gonna wait for Vatsy Video to talk about it because he's a big Dark Souls enthusiast channel. So if that game's trash, I ain't getting it. But it's from Japan. I'm pretty sure it's good. Spider-Man. I don't think it's day one, but I want it. But I got
on that one.
I gotta wait.
I feel like I want that to be a day one, but I'm definitely not gonna. I mean, like I said, I'm not pre-ordering shit, but that might be a day one.
Oh, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Online support for all the original Street Fighter games.
I saw that. Is that legit or is that bullshit? Is that a real thing?
Legit. It's legit. PS4
so it
and
does
Switch.
have online support. So you and I could go head to toe in Street Fighter if we wanted to.
You're gonna lose, but spoiler alert.
Yeah, dude. That'll be a day one buy just for the online capabilities alone.
It has the reason I would. It has Third Strike, which is my favorite Street Fighter. So I'd be 100% down for that.
Now, does it have? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking Marvel vs. Capcom. Never mind.
Yeah, it's got Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. I think Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Then it's got Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Then you get into like the Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, then Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Third Strike, then Street Fighter 3, a different version of Third Strike. It's got 12 games total. Oh, and Street Fighter 1, if you...
Yeah, who wants to play that? That's...
You got time for that. That'd be if I made it to EVO. People just fucking randomly punching each other. That game is cool.
Yeah, I saw someone post that. I can't remember who did, but I didn't think that was real.
Oh, it's real. Capcom's all about rehashing the past, dude. They weren't lying when they said expect to see remasters coming.
Well, they can't make a new Street Fighter to save their ass if they wanted to.
I'm sorry.
I would do it just for Third Strike, man. Third Strike's amazing.
Arc System Works is taking the crown. They're the new Capcom for fighters. That Dragon Ball Z game is going to wipe the floor with any Capcom.
Dude, yeah, it really is. I mean, it is. I'm sorry, that game looks amazing. And I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I'm a fighting game fan, so it just goes perfectly for me.
Well, if you ever played Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear, that's the same guys that are doing DBZ, and those are like substantial fighting games. They're kind of niche.
Right, and I've never played a Guilty Gear game yet, but I saw Drunken Punk streaming it one night, and I was watching him play it. I was like, man, this game looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude, they're not a force to be reckoned with. They're up there with like SNK and Capcom, dude, but they were just more niche. Now they're finally getting their big blockbuster game. I hope this game is like a GOTY, a game of the year kind of game. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to Shadow of the Colossus remake because I couldn't get into the PS2 version. It was choppy and the fucking I don't know, man. The controls were really weird. But
I had the buddy tell me that Shadow of the Colossus was amazing, but I never played it.
I've heard from some people.
I've heard it's a really good game. Yeah, I've never heard any bad reviews about it.
No, it's like critically acclaimed, so I want to play it.
That would be one I would wait for out of curiosity. I don't know. I don't think I'm into that too much. Like I got annoyed with the Titan. I got annoyed with the Titan bosses in the first Lords of Shadow game. Those things annoyed me. So an entire game like that would, I don't know. It'd probably be kind of boring.
Especially, dude. Remember Black Friday last year? How many games we saw for 2025?
I'm not after August. I'm not buying any games. Like if it comes out in September or later, I'm buying it on Black Friday because it's going to be half the price. Like I don't care. I'll wait 3 months, dude. I couldn't believe the deals they had this year, and everything I had bought like in September was literally like $30 on Black Friday, and there was plenty of games to go around, dude. It was, and then on Monday it was the same deal. Cyber Monday, the same deals. I'm like, dude, fuck that. I'm not buying any more games after September.
I seen Tekken 7 for $19.
Yeah. Like, but that came out early in the year though, if I'm not mistaken. That shit came out in like April, didn't it?
June.
Was it June? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind waiting 5 months, but yeah, that's crazy. Maybe if it's one of those, like if you're on the fence about it, then you just wait. But if it's like gotta have it, like then buy it. But I think the only thing I'm gonna buy day one are like the gotta have it games. Like I said, Bloodstained and God of War. That's probably it. I don't even know what's coming out from Microsoft in 2018. I think about it. I don't care about Sea of Thieves, man.
Sea of Thieves. I'm hearing more and more good things about Sea of Thieves, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I'm not hyped for it, but if it's a good game, you know, might have to give it a try.
If that new Ori game comes out in 2018, I'll buy that. Those games are awesome, and that'll probably be like a $30 game. That's not going to be a $60 game, anyways. As that first Ori game was fucking awesome, dude. That's the best Metroidvania game since Symphony of the Night, hands down.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a leak. I'll be right back.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What's the best game since Symphony of the Night?
Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speculating that's like a early 2019 game.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because they just like all they really did on E3 was like pretty much give us like a little like it wasn't even a trailer. It was like a little pre-rendered footage of like a cutscene. So
with the symphony playing and shit.
What was that?
With the symphony playing, the music being all dramatic.
Yeah, dude, that game's good, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that shit. I was catching some kind of feelings playing that game, dude. And I mean, I wasn't like crying or anything, but like, dude, like you were like, I was like involved as I'm playing this game. Like, it's crazy because they tell a story without using any text, and it's so good, man. You should play it. It'll only take you like 7 hours, 6-7 hours.
Yeah, that'll be the next single player game after Gears is done.
Yeah, I mean. I was really surprised. like okay, it was one of those games where I paid $10 for it on a sale, and then out of curiosity I just put it on, and then like instantly it grabbed me. I'm like, holy shit, this game's fucking good, man, crazy good. And then I didn't want to play anything else. Like that's how I know if it's a good game. If I turn it on and I play it like the first hour and I'm hooked, I'm like, fuck yeah, this game's awesome. And then I feel compelled to beat it. Zelda did that to me. Horizon Zero Dawn did that to me. Like I said, Ori. Nothing else really this year. Well, I played God of War 3, the remaster, because that was the first time I played that. Those are really good games. So that's why I'm so excited for the fourth one.
Are you ever going to play the in-between PSP remaster ones on PS Now?
What's the subscription cost to PS Now?
If you've never done it before, you could sign up for a free trial for a month. And
oh shit, really? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just sign up for a month and then beat those games and cancel it.
Yeah, because they're short. They're only like 6 to 8 hours a piece, but they're really good.
Okay, yeah, that might be worth it.
Especially Ghost of Sparta. That was a great one.
No,
Change of the Olympus is the first one, but Ghost of Sparta looks as good as God of War 2.
Yeah, God of War 2, dude. I couldn't believe that. I put that shit on because I played him on my PS2. I put that shit on and I was like, dude, this looks good, man. This is like early PS3 graphics, man. That shit looked. I was impressed. I couldn't believe the PS2 could run that.
They HD'd it. They are on PS3 and they prettied up things and it looks really well on PS3.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a PS3 to get those remastered.
You can play those too though on your PS4. The PS Now has all the God of War games.
The only thing was because of how old the game is, it was like it had that like because PS2 has that like real grainy look to it.
Yeah.
And that shit like strained my eyes. I could only play it for like 2-3 hours tops at a time. Otherwise, my eyes like I would look away from my TV. It felt like there'd be sandpaper in my eyes. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude, PS2 does that. The blur. Same with N64. That shit will give me a headache after a minute.
Yeah, but no, it was worth it, man. That was like I played those back in June. That was like my month of bro. This was like I played all 3 of those games, and in the month it was one after the other. I like doing that here, man, because it's hot in the fucking summertime. Like you don't go outside. I mean, I go out in the pool in the evenings and that, but you know, middle of the day, you sit your ass inside. It was just
no doubt
for that. But I'm trying to see if I can find anything. I mean, I do want to rebuy Horizon Zero Dawn probably soon. I'm going to keep an eye on that because I want to get the full game, the complete edition with the DLC.
Oh yeah, just wait for the Game of the Year edition later down the road. I'm sure in the summer it'll drop.
Yeah, that'll probably be like when I go back to like maybe 6 months from now, just for the DLC because I sold the game, but I still have the save file on my PlayStation.
That's what I love about modern. No, it's great. No more memory cards, or no more relying on that cart. That's the perk.
That's the one thing I don't like about the Switch, man. Like if like all your game saves save to the actual console. So if your console breaks, dude, you're fucked, man. They need to change that shit.
They could put all that file or all that stuff onto your SD card. I'm surprised that hasn't been patched in already.
Yeah, they really need to fix that.
Well, yeah. Why do you think I didn't take it to work? I was like, oh, I got my screen protector. I'll take it to work. I'm like, don't do that. First of all, if that thing drops, I don't trust it dropping on like concrete.
Yeah. I took mine out. I took mine out one time back when I got it early on, and I felt like I was walking around with like a baby in my bag. Like I was like picking my bag up slow, you know, being real gentle, making sure it was like in the car to where it's not going to slide around and shit. I'm like, fuck this. This is too much work, man. This is like taking care of a child.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's why look, man, I love portable devices, but man, I'm sorry, but like I use them strictly just for being lazy around the house. Like I had a PS Vita, I have a 3DS, the new 3DS. Like I refuse to take it out of the house. I'm scared that I'm gonna fucking break it.
Yeah, it's the poopy portable. It's you want to hang out with the family. They're all watching TV in the living room, but you want a game. Oh, I'll just lay on my comfy couch in the living room, so I'm still there, but I'm not all the way there.
I need to rack that soundbite, man. What is that? 1 hour and 12. You said that.
What?
The poopy portable. That shit made me laugh.
Oh yeah. For all you long poopers out there, I'm sure you're all taking the Switch to the bathroom.
But now you're right, man. Like that's what I use it for. Like even if I'm like too lazy, like to go in the other room, and I just want to sit in the living room, I'll pull it out of the dock and sit in my fucking lazy boy. Or like if I want to, because like my PS4 and my Switch now are in the same room. So if I want to play my PlayStation and my kids want to play Mario Kart, I'm just like, here, take it upstairs, and then they can just play in portable mode. You know. So
I can't believe I'm playing a Switch game at 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's like the 1% of the library that does that on Switch, but it's incredible.
What's Odyssey play at? I'm curious.
I think it's 900p at 30.
Yeah.
And same with Zelda. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm fine at lock 30 at 720 or 900p.
Yeah, dude, I'm fine with 30 frames per minute, dude. Yeah. Honestly, as long as it's 30, I don't give a shit what it is. Like people are like, "Oh, you need to have shooters at 60 and fighting games at 60." I'm like, dude, I don't fucking notice it. Like, there's some shit about like if you like look at it like, oh, the human eye only sees like it can't see beyond 30 frames per second. But I mean, the only thing with that is, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the only thing with that is if you go, like, there is some like, I think like reactionary time there that you might notice, but yeah.
There is a. Go ahead.
The movies were all in 60 frames, dude. I do not like it. It looks like it's in fast motion. It is the weirdest shit I've seen.
Oh, movies? Well, dude, movies and TV are at like 24 frames. They're 24 FPS. They're never at 30.
At 60, I was like, dude, you need to change the settings. I will not watch a movie like that.
I will say 30 and 60, there is a big difference on PC. A very noticeable difference on PC.
I'm sure. I've heard that from a lot of people, but console gets away with it differently.
Yeah, but honestly,
Phoenix,
I agree. Lock 30 is good. Too many people are crybabies. Totally agree.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't care, dude. I still watch VHS tapes. I mean, I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, that's what I grew up watching. Like, to me, that looks normal. If I try to show that to my kids, they're like, the fuck is this old relic bullshit? Like, no. Like, I mean, it's still watchable. It's still doable. What the fuck's the problem?
Hey, be kind. Rewind, damn it. I used to get yelled at all the time for not rewinding my tapes. My dad would go to put a tape in. That shit wouldn't be rewound. It was hell on earth, man.
It was the worst, though, if you rented a movie and it wasn't rewound and you popped that bitch in and it started like, hey, right in the fucking middle of it. You're like, what? This asshole piece of shit didn't rewind their movie. So I guess it was on both ends.
Be kind, rewind. Someone was I was watching an unboxing video and someone had a Blockbuster shirt and it said that. Oh, I think it was John Riggs. Someone sent him a shirt that said that. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, man, I need that shirt.
I should have kept my Blockbuster uniform.
Oh, you used to work at Blockbuster?
Yeah, before the Doom days. I worked there from 06 to 07. That was like its final good years, and then that, like, as soon as you hit 08, 09, that was when it was going down.
I actually got fired from a grocery store for a drug test. I'm not going to speak too much on that, but random drug test. I got fired. I was like 18, 19, man. That's when I was smoking pot and shit. And I was young. And I applied at Blockbuster. They didn't fucking hire me.
It was awesome. I got 5 free rentals a week, and I had PS2 and GameCube at the time, and it was relevant still, kind of. So I supported my game habit for free and getting paid, basically.
You think about it, man, for a minute. I was still renting movies probably back in 2009. Because I remember the Blockbuster started to close, but there was like a Hollywood Video down the street from me. And I still used to, I mean, this was before Redbox had their little kiosks. They didn't have those kiosks yet. They still had the mail-in DVDs, and that shit, like, that was a pain in the ass, bro. Like, I had it, but it was still like, man, I gotta wait like 2 days for my movies, or I could just go down to Hollywood Video. And I was still renting movies probably back in like 2009, early 2010. But fuck, I can't believe that was 8 years ago, man. Holy shit. That's crazy.
What's your guys' thoughts on what's it called, GameFly? Do you guys subscribe to that shit?
There's no need for it anymore. You've got Game Pass now and PS Now. Like, there's really no need for that shit at all.
I've never thought there was, man. I've always subscribed to the mentality that, like, if I buy a game, good, bad, or ugly, like, I bought it, like, I subscribe to it, I bought it, it's in my collection, I own it. It's just a part of, like, me. So I've always been a person who, if I buy a game, I bought it, I'm stuck with it. And I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck, you don't trade shit in? Like, no, I really don't, man. I don't. The thing is, the reason I don't do that, because I completely gave up gaming when I was like, I don't know, 20 or something like that, 19 years old. I traded in everything that I had, man. Everything. And I regret the fuck out of it, man. I had so much shit that I look at now on eBay. I'm like, I could get that much money for it? What? So nowadays, I don't trade shit in.
Oh, I always trade stuff in, man. Even modern games.
Yeah, I do too. Not modern.
My thing is, like, if I beat a game and I don't think I'm gonna go back to it anytime soon, I'll trade it in, because you can always, especially like modern games, dude. is if you really want to go back to it, like a year from now, that game is going to be so cheap. It's not even going to be like you wasted any money.
Yeah, so, very true.
But do you ever do this? Do you ever like want to play a game sometimes just because you don't have it and you want to play it just because you don't have it? Do you ever do that, or am I alone on that?
Wait, go say that again.
Like, for example, like you had a game, you played it, you starting to feel nostalgia for it, but you feel nostalgia more for it just because you don't own it anymore.
I mean, I've had that happen in some cases. Like I went back and I rebought a few 360 games a year or two ago, and but yeah, but I mean, they were only a couple bucks though, dude. I mean, that's my point. Like when I bought, okay, for like give an example, was it Halo 4? Yeah, so Halo 4, like I think I paid like $50 for that game. And, you know, wound up trading it in, and I kind of wanted it because I have like I have every single other Halo game. And I'm like, you know what, I really want Halo 4 again. So I went back and I paid like $3 for that fucking game like a year ago. So it was really no big deal. So I used that game that I had that I paid $50 for, and I traded it in, and probably, I don't know, I probably got another expensive game at the time. So that's why I trade my games in.
Yeah. No, that's the argument that I usually hear, but, you know, my whole stance is like, I did that in the past, and maybe that's, you know, because retro gaming has gone completely out of fucking control. So, like, for me to go back and revisit, like, when I'm younger, I can't play those games without fucking breaking the bank. But, no, I just feel like I went through that phase where I did trading games, and I traded stuff in, and I feel like now I realize, like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. It's like now there's just something in me that I don't want to trade things in.
You need to join the dark side, man. I tell you, like, I used to kind of have that mentality, but once you do it, you'll feel better about yourself.
Pretty much.
Like, you'll realize, be like, man, I could have, like, because, okay, like, for example, like, so what's your rule? You buy, like, one big game a month? Is that your thing?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there has to be a big game out for me to pay that $60, but usually I typically buy about a $160 game a month, yeah.
So like if you bought a game, beat it, and then sold it or traded it in, like you'd be spending you'd be spending about half the amount of money you're spending now. So you could probably get like 2 games.
Yeah. No, I remember you said something like that. I mean, I see the argument, but I mean, I don't want to sound like a collector or anything like that because John's going to get triggered.
Wait, do I have this thing against collectors all of a sudden?
No. I'm just saying, but
well, some people think I do. That's why I get dislikes on all my emulation videos. God forbid someone has a fucking different opinion than somebody else. Jeez.
God forbid we like to save some space. Three shelves. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I like one shelf.
I have 2 bookshelves. They're like barely even fucking filled, man, with nothing. Dude, I'm all about that digital, man. Digital is fucking life for me. It has been.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing. Like, I like digital because of the convenience, but the problem, like, all right, so Destiny 2, for example, I'm stuck with that game. Even if I wanted to get some money for it, I bought that shit digitally. Like, no, I've got it. There's no point in deleting it. So I just keep it on my hard drive. I can't sell it or nothing.
Right, but that was my mentality too. Like I was saying, like if I get a game, I'm stuck with it. I'm fine with it. Like my mentality, like I could see how you would do things, like how you would think about it. Like me. Like I said, my mentality is I buy it, I'm stuck with it, I'm okay with it. So
they're talking about collecting. They're talking about some 3DO shit in the chat, man. They're talking about 3DO and Jaguar.
Never had either.
3DO has the best version of Road Rash.
Well, that's what what's his name was saying. I forget who said it. That Goldman guy. But I mean, I'd imagine that the PS1 version would be better than that version, right?
No, longer loading times.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Those fucking loading times in the PS1 game are crazy long. See, I actually had that game back in the day on PC. That's what I was talking about. Like, I was into PC gaming for a little bit. And I had that game on PC. That game was awesome on the PC. That's by far the best version is the PC version. Without a doubt. And I've played that one in the PS1. But, yeah, like it's funny because I was actually at my local retro store the other day. And they had some 3DO games, and Road Rash was on there. And I'm like, man, where's the 3DO at, dude? And they're like, we don't have a 3DO. I'm like, how the fuck do you have all these games but you don't have a 3DO?
How often do you guys like visit retro stores? Do you do that like on a weekly, monthly basis?
It's rare for me, to be honest with you. I went over there because I gave him I know the GM pretty well, and sorry, Jaguar, the wedding night of consoles, and I go in there. There's a couple in my area, so every now and then I'll swing by if they're like on my route or whatever. But I had a GameCube, and I know the guy, so I was like, hey man, here's this GameCube. I don't feel like selling it on eBay, so he gave me it was just the console. No cords, no controllers. He gave me $12 for it. I was like, cool.
Yeah, I go like maybe once a month because I have a half-price books near to my GameStop, but I just go in there to just browse and see what crackhead prices they charge, and it's depressing.
It is, man. It's crazy, and like, it's kind of nice knowing that I can go in there and not have to worry about feel obligated to buy anything. Sometimes I'll go in there and look at games and then just go home and download the ROM and throw them on my Pi. But
well, if you listen to that song I wrote about the Pi, I'd done a few more nights than just one, staying up all night downloading ROMs. I have like the full NES library damn near. Mine is stupid sports games I don't care about, but it's nice going into a retro store and looking at all these $50, $80 price tags, going, wow, I have like $1,000 worth of games in my Pi right now that I don't have to spend to play.
So apparently there's a 4DO. It's a 3DO emulator, they're saying in the chat.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. That'd be kind of cool, because I would like to see how Madden looks or whatever. I mean, if you really want to see what they look like, you just Google that shit on YouTube and just look up the gameplay footage. But, well, hey, listen, gentlemen, I figure I'm going to wrap it up. It's almost 1 a.m. I got to get my ass to bed. My wife's going to get me up in the morning. We're going to go to the gym. So we almost hit 10. I think we got to 9 a couple times, so no giveaway again. I'm telling you guys, if you want to be on the show every week, we will, when we do stream, it's not every week, but it's at least every other week. We do the giveaway. It's usually either going to be a Steam code, gift card, or GameStop gift card. We'll just kind of figure it out and announce it at the beginning of the show. So make sure when you guys are on these streams, you're sharing them to Twitter and Facebook. Make sure there's people jumping in here. So on that note, gentlemen, I'll ask you guys what I always do. What are the plans for the next week as far as the channel and gaming goes for you guys?
You can take it away, BMG.
Okay. I'm going to go browse through my collection and see what other obscure indies I could review, and maybe in the future some retro stuff. And I want to do a discussion video, or it's a discussion / top 5 video, I guess. 5 things I want to see in the next Switch Zelda game that's apparently in development. That's been leaked. So there's some flaws I want fixed if it goes the route of Breath of the Wild, like using the same assets. So we'll see. Or it could be a complete new game, and that video will be a waste of time.
As far as for me, I just got a Steam link in the mail. I'm doing a unboxing and review and a quick tutorial of how to set it up. Other than that, man, I mean, I feel like I've been kind of just putting out videos whenever I feel like it, about whatever topic I feel like putting out videos. No, man, I've been doing videos. I've been trying to